Right, hello guys, how you all doing? So this is a video that I've been thinking of doing for quite some time. And a lot of you might have clicked this and you're like, what's going on with waves? What's going on with waves? To me, it's something that should be absolutely evident that waves are on their way out if they don't change their ways. Now, why is that? Now, I'll tell you why. Not many guys still use Waves Audio. Here's the thing, Waves Audio have created some of the best plugins that are still getting used on some of the best mixing engineers sessions worldwide. But the problem is that they haven't advanced. Now what do I mean by that? So for example, the API probably, what's that now, 12, 13, maybe 14 years ago the API came out. Puig Tech, a lot of the old Abbey Road stuff, the RS56, the Neve stuff, the Shep stuff, again even the V-Comp and VEQ and stuff like that, that was probably a good 6-8 years ago. So think of all the hardware emulations that they released, and nobody was really releasing hardware emulations. You had IK Multimedia and stuff, but Waves just kind of had that, just had that leverage up in terms of audio quality. The industry is in a place now where, again, acustica audio, right? You know all the videos that I'm doing on acustica audio, and then you've got Plugin Alliance. I would say that Plugin Alliance is probably the most popular just now. Plugin Alliance has everything, it's a subscription bundle, and again you've got to think about what Slate did. So Slate came out, they were kind of the first people to come out with a subscription bundle. I did it, I went with it, I was like, oh my god, how great is this? Plugin Alliance took it to a different level and gave you everything. Okay, what am I like, 18, 19 pounds? Got to think about what I get for that. It's just the plugin subscription bundle is just crazy for the money you pay. It's just like, again, I use everything, again, all the compressors, all the EQs, Lindell, Brainworks, every time a Brainworks plugin comes out, it just gets added to your bundle. Why do these plugins sound so good? Noise Ash, right? Lindell, Brainworks, acustica audio, arturia as well. But the problem I have, and the reason that I've done this video, is that when I'm speaking to people, everybody is doing the same thing, where Waves plugins are slowly being replaced bit by bit by bit. So for example, I was using the Puig Tech. The Puig Tech was my Pultec. Noise Ash came along, never heard of them. 22 quid, well, I'll have that. Biff sounded much better. And then again, Ultramarine from Acustica Audio came along, and then that took the Puig child off my vocal bus. And then you think about on vocals, I'm now using Magenta now, and again, so that took away the studio rack part because I was using loads of compressors from there. I was using the Butch Rig vocals, and again, that's now out. And slowly what I'm finding is that I'm taking out plugins as I go along now. Again, the V-Comp and stuff like that, my Neve emulations, they've been replaced by Lindell, right? Because I love, again, Plugin Alliance, APIs. I've got the Acustica Pink, but I normally prefer the Slate version. Again, Slate are there as well. In terms of analog emulations, Waves are right down the pecking order for me. So you've kind of got to a point now when you think about their last releases, and when I'm on about like repackaging, so like what do I mean by that? Well, think about this, right? Think about a few of their last releases. Again, the iBox, I was at a point where I was like, oh, buy. I bought the Abbey Road TG mastering thing. I was like, oh, that's going to sound amazing. But basically what it is, it's basically just a lot of their Abbey Road plugins kind of put together and kind of putting, and that's what they've been doing just now. Think about CLA Mix Hub, again utilising the LA2A, the CLA2A, the SSL Waves plugins, and again putting them all together. What they are doing good is that they're thinking about the functionality, but that's all they've really got just now. Because the audio quality isn't there, they're trying to get better functionality. So again, the bucket thing with CLA Mix Hub, loads of people loved that. CLA Mix Hub still sounds okay, but again, check out the SSL comparison that I did. It kind of lacked everywhere, and that was probably the one I would pick the least, and that's kind of what the viewpoint that everybody else was saying to me. Waves haven't got the stronghold that they used to have in the plugin market. So my worry for Waves is that price-wise they're still doing all the sales and stuff and all the bundles and stuff, but if the other manufacturers step up in terms of marketing, really what they need to do is, if you want to market a plugin business, then Waves model is how to do it. So what these manufacturers need to do, like Acustica and stuff like that, which is why my Acustica videos are so popular, because there aren't many Acustica videos on YouTube. They need to be doing more to raise awareness of their brand. How do you do that? You need to get mixing engineers on board. So again, they've got Dave Pensado. Dave Pensado speaks about them. A lot of big mixing engineers on YouTube are here speaking about them, but not as much for people to pick up. So think about, again, Plugin Alliance, right? Plugin Alliance becoming bigger. SSL 9000J, Michael Brower, again, Michael Brower's desk. Those are the things you're tying in, big mixing engineers. Again, think about Greg Wells. Greg Wells was with Waves for, again, his own signature plugin bundle. It's fantastic, I use it. But again, he made the El Rey with Acustica. Why? Because Acustica sample analog gear better. So the problem is these engineers are slowly starting to move away and they're starting to advertise other plugin manufacturers. So Waves aren't going to do any work in terms of their audio quality. They're just going to rely on their branding. And again, all the other engineers doing all the work for them to get a word out there, then they're going to massively struggle. For me, what made me do this video was probably when I seen that content creator pack. That's when I knew, because obviously Studio Racket came out and I was like, right, so basically what you've done is you've just given me the same thing and you've repackaged it, and then you've allowed me to kind of do it like as a multi-band thing, and I'm like, okay, that all sounds very good, but like whatever, like it's a bit too much work for me. It's like, I like the idea of it, but whatever. And then when they came up with that creator content, I was like, you're rehashing the Greg Wells, you're rehashing like your compressors, and again I think they brought out a new plugin for creators where it's like separates audio and stuff like that, and I just think they're scraping the barrel because they don't want to put out another analog emulation, because they've already kind of done them all, and two, they know that they're going to be under scrutiny, because as soon as they bring out, say, if they were to do a mag or anything like that, they'd be like, okay, right, Plugin Alliance already kind of basically have the rights to that, so again, we're not going to get that, and again, the audio quality is not going to be right, because we're not using any form of THD and stuff like that, so it's just, I just can't see it, and it's a shame because Waves have been such a big company, but I genuinely do believe that people are going to start seeing all these different plugins and be, oh, I've never seen that, oh, so-and-so's using that, oh, so-and-so's using that, and I go, Paul, why is THD so important? Because that's what everybody else has got. Look at the Brainworks. Brainworks is so popular. THD, right? Lindell, right? THD, right? Acustica, again, it's not THD they use, but it's the sampling that they use. Again, that's why it's so CPU intensive. Noise Ash, it was like THD built in. They're telling you that's what they're doing to make it sound better. So Waves need to step up their game, and I believe it is going to be the end of them, and I don't see them changing. I could see the rehashing, the repackaging. Look at the content thing that they came up with. It's just a bit embarrassing. So that's kind of my rant for today. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking, whether you think that I'm wrong and Waves are still going to be as strong as ever, or that actually they are on a decline, and they do have to change. So comments down below, like, subscribe, and I'll see you again.